I used to wish upon a star, but stars can't hear, they're much too far. Instead I've learned to wish upon a star.
Hey beautiful soul stars, welcome to Starlight, Starbright, Oracle and Tarot. I hope you're all well. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you and to your loved ones as well. Remember, this is a divinely protected space and all negative energy, negative vibes sent back to sender. And all the beautiful soul stars are blessed. Thank you. Right, so this is a full moon reading. This is the super moon. It's the hunter-gatherer moon, harvest, reaping what you sow. I was reading an article actually, and I really loved what they said. And I'll just be very quick. So it was a person called Nina Rahn from bustle.com, and she sums it up beautifully. She said, the supermoon harvest hunter moon illuminates the dark to assist hunters and harvesters. So make sure you're not the prey. Make sure that you don't have people hunting you and harvesting your energy. Yeah, so, you know, protecting yourself as well. But, you know, we reap what we sow. This is really quite important. And you need to become the hunter in your own life. You need to become the sovereign of your own being. So this super full moon is forcing you, alright, okay, forcing you to face your emotional ghosts. Okay. You're being, you've been running from, okay, forcing you to face your emotional ghosts you've been running from, activating your inner warrior, braving the darkness and fighting your way back to the light. Isn't that what we're doing? We have to walk through hell to really appreciate the light, you know, going through the worst of worst things, coming out the other side a better person. And yes, you go through all sorts of craziness, madness, paranoias. You lose pretty much everything, then you gain it back again, and and you're much more grateful. And yeah, you have much more gratitude for what you do have, and much more humble. So, you know, you need to free yourself from those ghosts of the past, and you need to be that brave warrior of light, growing in strength every day, taking time for yourself. Self-care is very important as well. And, you know, you've learned what you've learned, so you can see who those hunters are, and you can be more discerning and no longer letting people into your life from the moment you feel that red flag. Or if you feel a bit of a red flag, taking notice of it, and then, you know, taking your time with that person. But you've learned so much, for a lot of people have learned so much that they're able to see these predators for who they are immediately, and you kind of sidestep or just, you know, yeah, camouflage yourself is a good one too. Camouflage. Hiding in the shadows. I don't know. So letting go of all the old and bringing in the new, but a bigger, braver you, fighting for the light, fighting, you know, the forces of darkness. Yes. So, you know, you're being, it's, you know, the moon is all about the emotions, it's all about dreams, it's all about the psyche, it's all about the subconscious. So, you know, really digging into all of that. If we're slightly triggered by something, don't just push it aside, or don't fall back into victim mentality or into drama or all of those dark, shadowy things. So shadow work needed here, obviously. You know, start to sort of take responsibility for yourself and think, oh yeah, that's just an old wound that's still healing. And, you know, and give yourself time. Don't beat yourself up. So can we have some information about this super moon? That's, you know, yeah. So reaping what you've sown as well. So if you've been doing good work on yourself, you might find you're going to accelerate, is what I'm getting as well. I'm getting like 8 of Wands energy. So you might find that your path, everything starts to accelerate in a good way for you. But on the same token, the towers are going to fall for those who have ill intentions. So thank you. Oh gosh, how many? I only want 3 and I've got 4. Oh, I'll take, oh, okay. All right. Oh, expect powerful change. That's exactly what I just said. And this is the first full moon, since the eclipse, and it's a supermoon. It's going to be very close to Earth. It's going to be quite beautiful, actually. New moon eclipse. So, yeah, that's just what the card says. So it's the first moon after the eclipse. So, but it's not a new moon, it's a full moon. So expecting powerful change and reaping what we sow, really addressing, walking in faith rather than fear. The world is chaotic, but know that things do change, the yin and the yang. I've said this before. So, have faith in yourself, have faith in dreams, have faith in, the Almighty all, have faith in God. Surrender to the divine is what I'm getting here as well. And see, look, it's like a new day is dawning from this dark, cavernous shadiness, like the dark trying to block the light here, into this beautiful new day. So, birthing a new dream, birthing a new day is what this next month holds for you. And butterflies, regeneration, coming out of that mushy chemical cocoon into, a refreshing new day. So cleansing yourself, refreshing yourself as well. You're going to feel more energized is what I'm getting. Yeah, things are going to speed up. Like your healing process is going to speed up. You're putting the work in. I think I did a reading the other day where, you have to put the work in to meet the divine halfway. But the only work that you're having to do is to keep on doing what you're doing to become a better version of yourself, a happier version, a more calm and peaceful version, because we need leaders in these times of chaos. And if we're not calm, if we're chaotic, we cannot lead. We can only fall. So be very careful is what I'm saying to you. Oh yeah, see? A fiery climax approaches. Affirmations here. So, it's getting climactic. We can feel some kind of build-up, can't we? We can feel something, we've got all the doom scrollers and we've got all the end of world welders and all of this. It was like this in the 80s, people going out to the desert and, waiting to be sucked up by UFOs. And, we've had this for a long time. People who used to be on the corner of streets with billboards since the 1920s, the second coming of Christ is here. You're going to know it when all that happens. You don't need to guess about that. So we just have to be patient. You won't know when the time comes. I come like a thief in the night or something. So, but for many of you, look, there's a new romantic cycle beginning in your life. All my readings have got this, romantic thing happening. So either when my readings repeat, I experienced this in my very successful channel that I had back in 2018. But yeah, it means that somebody's still yet to hear the message. And also, I'd like to say, just take a quick moment to hit that like button. That would be beautiful. Receive a blessing from the divine. Make a wish while you're hitting the like button, and just a small wish, and it will be granted. Yeah, message from the divine. No, I'm not manipulating you, but it would be appreciated if you hit the like button. Oh God, I can hear the voices going, oh God, another scheme and scam to get people to hit the like button. No, well, we work hard. It's not hard for people to press that little like button, and maybe it will. Make a tiny little wish and maybe it'll come true today for you. And that's a sign that you need to hit that button. So yeah, nothing's yet set in stone. It is stormy weather. It is dark times that we are in, but just remember, this is all part of the process of detoxifying, and, on the micro level as much as on the macro, the world level, there's a cleansing, a purge happening. But you'll find, you might be, pleasantly surprised is what I'm hearing, that the purge is going to if it's a purge, in that movie way, blood and guts way, that's all going to backfire. So onto them. So, and the people of light will walk through that unharmed is what I'm getting to say to you. You might get a few scrapes, scuffs, scuffs and bruises, but you'll survive. for a new dawn. So, you know, being flexible as well is very important. The Divine also got me, I never use these, the Barbary Zodiac Oracle. I've had them for a long time, but I find them a little bit useless. But anyway, they were pulled out of the hat, so I'm going to just pull a couple of cards to see what has to be said here. Thank you, Divine All. Okay, this one. Ooh, fire. Yeah, see, the fiery climax approaches. So, you know, we can be fiery as long as we're not being nasty. Like passion here, a lot of passion. This is like an Ace of Wands energy. You could be a fire sign, but look at this golden light coming out of the crown chakra. People talk about drawing white light in, but you're reaching, oh, chills. You're reaching beyond that. It's time to wrap yourself in gold light. It's time to, you know, draw the golden light into you. But you are a light, a beacon for others through this, you know, extremely powerful change that we're going through at the moment. And you can take the change as a doom, or you can take it as an opportunity to glow, like fireflies coming to mind as well. Having faith in your dreams. 23, you know, 23 is the number of evil. It is a 5 and it means change. We have people, as an example, the little Austrian person from the Second World War who wanted to take over the world and did terrible things to Jewish people, and not just Jewish people, but hundreds of thousands of Belgians died as well, hundreds of thousands of, you know, mass murders everywhere. Yeah, that little person was a Life Path 23, and Life Path 23 is very evil, so beware. If you're a Life Path 23 and you're not evil, well, you would be a very, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, if you are a Life Path 23 and you are a person of light, I'm getting, then you are a powerful, powerful light being who can bring change to this world for positive reasons. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. I'm an 11. I'm just here to talk. Oh, and water. So, you know, we have fire and water here as well. So, you know, we are going to see a lot of disasters. You know, it's going to continue, and you need to prepare for that. I deliberately moved to a place that doesn't flood and doesn't have volcanoes and all of that, because I went through a period of absolute chronic paranoia about everything for good reason. And you do during your awakening, because everything feels like it's against you, because it kind of is, because you're meant to walk in the light, and the devil doesn't want light workers. They want, you know, devil worshippers. So 24, oh, that's interesting, 23, 24. So, I mean, they are beautiful cards, these, I must admit. They're beautifully illustrated. So water, you could be a water sign, but, you know, also purification through water, bathing, salt baths, you know, all of these things to let go of, you know, and facing your fears. You know, stop running and stand and face your fears. I remember somebody said once, actually said it to my brother, you know, you have to stand still and feel the pain. You have to be able to stand still and feel the pain. So that means don't let everything trigger you into behaviours that really aren't natural to you, that have been put into us by evil people, like our parents. Yeah. So, you know, I mean our parents, like my brother and I. So unfortunately he didn't survive. I survived for both of us. My mother was a Life Path 23 and she was fucking evil. My father was a 32 and a Satanist. Yeah, so I don't know how I, you know, I was always a bit of an angel. They hated me for it. A rebel angel. And yeah, well, my dad left when we were young anyway, but my mum, oh my god. And she aligned with the little Austrian guy. Yeah. And Earth, so 26, 8, power. So, and look at this, it's beautiful. And the butterfly wings here again. So, you know, we can expect a lot of things to do with fire, water and earth. That's our planet that we're living on. And we need to ground ourselves. You know, we need to be practical. It's almost like our dreams need a practical plan. Our dreams need a practical plan, is what's being said here. But a new cycle of romance begins. Yesterday's reading ended with a water sign and an earth sign and the Four of Wands. Here we have it. So yeah, very powerful change is occurring, and it can make you feel a little bit chaotic. You need to release yourself from any energies that probably aren't yours either. You know, like we're very sensitive to the atmosphere around us and the changes in the atmosphere, and there have been a lot of atmospheric changes that feel kind of heavy at the moment, so you need to release that and have faith. Walk with light, a lightness of being, as much as possible. And if and like, instead of being doom scrolling, put some powerful music on that makes you, that lifts you, like do things that lift you. That's in another reading of mine as well. So, oh gosh, and then there we go, we have the World card. You are protected. You are in a bit of a bubble, a protection of light. Put yourself in a bubble. Purple bubbles are good. But yeah, you got to be kidding me, my battery went flat again. Yeah, so putting yourself in a bubble, you'll start to feel on top of the world as well, but you are also protected. As I said, you might have to go through some trauma, drama, conflict, pain, on whatever level that is, maybe all, but you're going to come out of this bigger, brighter, stronger than ever, because you are a light in this world. You bring peace in a chaotic world. You bring peace to people. There's something about you that's very peaceful, but you are very passionate as well. So have faith in your dreams as well, is very important. You could end up in the limelight in some way. You could, you just have this powerful healing energy. You're a powerful healer. It's like, sit and meditate for the darkness to fall and the light to grow. And you might, like collective meditations on these things are very powerful. And we were doing this back in 2018. And so the only way they could prevent, like to block the light, was to bring about 2019. And we're still recovering from that, but recovering we are. Oh, and there you. Hi, had to do a quick sorry. I had to do what am I trying to say? What's going on here? Oh, I had to do a quick pit stop and a battery change. That's my words. What's going on? Be gone, demons and devils. Be gone. Be gone. Yeah, as I was about to say, and look, Eight of Wands. We spoke about that earlier. That came up without a card. So a fiery climax approaches, and it's like pinpoint accuracy with karma as well. Reaping what you sow. Facing your fears. If you've got nothing to feel guilty about except what people, project onto you, like, oh my God, you've done something terrible. No, you haven't, and you haven't. But this is karmic clearing as well, but this is pinpoint accuracy truth. This is divine ones of God. Like everything's going to be pointed at, or brought into the light. Yeah, everything's going to be brought into the light from this shadowy darkness, and with pinpoint accuracy as well. So, people need to really wake up to themselves, because the light is shining very bright on all of those people who are deliberately creating chaos at a small or large macro level. So a fiery climax approaches with Aries, which is war as well. So there could be, something going on here, yeah, like lasers, laser pinpoint accuracy, like the war is still going to rage, but through this, we are also going to find a truth within it. And we can't take sides. Like, that's the other thing, because that creates chaos within the community when we take sides. We have to try and be objective and see things for what they truly are. Like, is it one country? Is it another? Is it the country that's the problem? Or is it the people in power that are the problem? So, that's something to think about. So grounding yourself as well. There's very powerful change coming with the Eight of Wands. Oh, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, conflict. But see, you've got people who are reaching for the light. And this is what we're doing. We're reaching for the light. And there's going to be, while others fall. So, you know, fall into the pit of darkness, the fiery pit of darkness in this deck. This is quite fascinating, you know. So setting the flame, you know, but you've also got people burning down the house, you know. They're kind of creating chaos. They're on the streets. They're looting. They're burning. London is burning. Yeah, and we don't want that, you know. We need things to be peaceful. You can't fight fire with fire anymore. You have to find another way. You have to use, you know, sense, communication, persuasion. But again, the people reaching for the light while others fall by the way. But we need to help our brothers and sisters in life, you know. We don't want anyone to fall. But see, oh, that's underneath water. So, you know, water is very powerful when it comes to fire as well. So it's like there's going to be a divine intervention here, is what I'm getting. And that's what the people of chaos don't realise. You know, they think they're religious because they, you know, carry a Bible under their arm or whatever the heck, you know, or whatever their book is. But if they're creating chaos because of some kind of mad cultish idea about religion, and I don't mean extremism here, I mean, you know, like people who really, you know, think that they have God on their side and yet they're doing this. You know, that's very Old Testament, isn't it? No, that's not the way it works anymore. That's ancient ideas. That's ancient history. You know, if you're not willing to put down the hate and you're not willing to be a person at peace, then, you know, and a leader of, you know, of the people, bringing people together in peace, bringing the world together in peace. If you're not that person, then you're doomed. And if you pretend to be that person, you're double doomed. So, you know, the Antichrist and all that. So, yeah, so it's very interesting. Yeah, we have a lot of chaos going on and things are going to become more chaotic. It's like when you go through an awakening, you know, at first you feel like, oh my God, I see the light again. Like, oh my God, I'm hearing, you know, I'm getting visions again. I'm hearing from the divine again. I'm awake. And then, oh my God. Then you get hit by tower after tower after tower in every area of your life. And it comes to a trickle though, like it does trickle. And you get to the point where, you know, these little trickles, and they'll use the closest of people to you who are weak in their, you know, in themselves, or they're needing to learn a lesson. That was yesterday's reading. You know, they'll use anyone to get to you. But you could just get to a point where you just say, oh my God, yeah, no, I'm not, that's just the devil's tricks. It's not even you think to yourself, that's actually not the person that's not the person I love. That's not my friend. That's not my partner. That's somebody who's being taken over by dark forces, you know. But they'll be back, don't worry. Oh look, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. So this is earth, this is stability, this is community, this is success. But, you know, the problem is too, if it's all about the materialism, if it's all about money, then it's not going to work. Like this channel, my channel that I had 11,000 subscribers, and then as soon as I decided to monetize it, everything went wrong. So this time, there's no monetizing, there's no gift giving, there's nothing. I'm just reading and that's it. Forevermore, because I love doing it, and I won't be monetizing the channel or anything like that, so there shouldn't be any ads on these. If there are ads, then Google's being sneaky or YouTube's being sneaky. So Ten of Pentacles as well, there's stability here. There could be a new home, having faith in your dreams. You know, you're going to be very, very successful. It's all going to come out of thin air is what I'm getting as well. One minute you're kind of in the slump, next minute something good happens. It could be, you know, today when you make that wish and hit the like button and receive that little wish that you're wishing for. Something, you know, little that you can have affirmation for today. Or come back and hit the like button if it happens. One more. Yeah, so I just saw the King of Pentacles. So that's interesting. Look at yesterday's reading at the end. So there's definitely a new romantic cycle beginning for you as well. And also the romantic period was a period of enlightenment. back in the day. I can't remember what century it was the Enlightenment 1600s or something, or 1800s, or one of them? 1600s maybe? Yeah, I think. I can't remember more. But yeah, so, you know, oh, and the star fell on top of the world, fell on top of the Ten of Pentacles. You know, you're going to be very successful, but there's a purification process that you need to continue to go through. You don't have to give everything up today. You know, you just gradually make changes for the better for yourself, no matter what is going on in the world. You know, one person who improves themselves every day and comes to the light every day is one less person in the fiery pit of frickin' hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Save yourself first. Put the oxygen mask on first before you put it on anyone else. Yeah, but you are a star. You know, there's hope here, there's dreaming here, there's renewal here. You're going to have a glow up as well. But this is very successful with the Eight of Wands. A fiery climax approaches, but this is like a, you know, a cleansing. You're just going to see with this, you know, seeing everything for how it is with pinpoint accuracy, realizing that there's a puppet behind the puppet, behind the puppet, behind the puppet. And who's at the top? The fucking Antichrist at the moment. But that's all going to change. The stars are aligning. There's intervention happening. And I very much believe in that as well. So, new romantic cycle begins. Whoa. I don't know. Huh. These are the little... Oh, what's that? What's going on here? Cards. Oh. And we have the moon. So, yeah, with this super full moon, the dreams, don't be, you know, facing your fears, facing the darkness, you know, releasing all those fears is how you surrender to the divine. Releasing all that worry is how you surrender to the divine. Because, you know, all of those things attract like. You're always worried, you get more worries, you know. It's like when you know, you subscribe to something, or, you know, and then you just get, or you binge on something on YouTube. Like, I go through binges, but then they just give you, like, it becomes boring because they just give you the same shit all the time. That's probably why a lot of people don't subscribe anymore to channels, because, you know, it's not just that you're getting that channel, which you might want, hit the notification bell if you do, but it's like you get repeat titles, so you're just seeing the same topic in multitudes of different, you know, on YouTube. And I think the algorithm's making a mistake there. So, but yeah, I mean, they need to correct that. But anyway, yeah, getting down into that. So we've come full circle. A romantic cycle begins. And this is also like a psychic person mixed with a, like it's a psychic or a, this is actually the end of yesterday's reading. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups and the Four of Wands. You know, you have the Queen of Cups, loving, compassionate, psychic ability, deep, dreaming energy, very feminine energy, with this more material person. But the material person, they are spiritual through their actions, how they accumulate their money and how they spend their money. Like, you know, non-toxic kind of organizations or money making going on here. Anyway. So, yeah, so with the moon card as well, it could be a secret admirer, somebody who's admiring you from afar. It could be, it needs to be a secret for a while, or you want to keep it a secret for a while until you see how it goes. So you're not getting the opinions of others. You can make up your own mind, is what I'm getting here as well. But strong psychic ability coming in here as well. I mean, this earth person could be a strong psychic, and you know, they could be earning their money from having a YouTube channel or being psychic or whatever, that kind of thing, or they're being opened up to that. Anyway, so this supermoon's bringing on lots of changes, but very positive. You know, keep a positive attitude. Yeah, things are chaotic, and you probably, you know, people will be trying to cause conflict around you to try and drop you back down into the fiery pit of Five of Wands hell. But at the end of the day, you shall not be moved. You know, you've learned your lessons, really. You just have to put them into practice, is what I'm getting. So, well-being, 21, but it was in reverse. So, yeah, people wishing you ill will. But you need to really focus on your well-being. You need to focus on your being, self-love, well-being. And look, sincere relationships on the bottom. So, 21, whatever's happened has been for your necessary good or bad, and indifferent. It's been to help you to become the person you are today. And hopefully that person is a person who's reaching for the light, who has hope, who wishes good on others, who just simply isn't a hater. No matter how much the haters want you to hate, or how much the haters are hating at the moment, because isn't hate just a popular thing these days? again, you know, you're just not going to buy into it anymore. You're not buying into the divide and conquer. You're not buying into us and them anymore. You're not buying into any of that. You're just being you and taking people as they come. And even people that come across your path, you can see that they're acting out of pain. They're acting out of hurt. They're acting out of brainwashing. You know, they're not thinking for themselves. Yeah, and yeah, okay, that's a bit of a rant. So, you know, there's a sincere relationship here, 29, 92, 11. 11 is very important as far as spiritual teaching and teachers are concerned. So we take everything that we've learned, all of our knowledge, and we use it to help, to assist others. It's a very strong spiritual path. So this with the Star card and keeping yourself grounded as well, you're going to need to, like, you're going to be floating on cloud 9 is what I'm getting. But you also need these relationships to come in. You may have been in solitude for a while, or, you know, maybe just whatever relationships you've been having are just not satisfying to you. They're just not vibing with you anymore as you elevate. Then, you know, these relationships, you know, relationships that you're going to align with at a higher level are going to be very important for you, because things are going to get so bad where you are going to need other people in your life. So if you reject other people because of lack of trust and all of these sorts of things, you need to change that to discernment, to be discerning. But this person could be a star as well. Like, you know, they could be a personality of some kind. Yeah, so, you know, taking care of your well-being, 21-3, or 12, collaborating with people. Yeah, collaborations are going to become very important. So, you know, we need to be easygoing and, what do you call that? Like, doesn't matter, yeah, to kind of be flexible, easygoing, calm, yeah, and elevated. This is what's being called for. The light workers, like, people are being called to the light. And, it, you know, yeah, and you don't want to be that moth to the flame. No, you want to be the butterfly. Yes, so I think that's it. Alright, so that's the supermoon, the hunter-gatherer, reaping what you've sown. And many of you, you know, you're going to be reaping wonderful things because you're being rewarded for your ability to stay in faith, to stay the course, to stay the distance, no matter how much you fell by the wayside, or how much the, you know, the, how much you got lost in the maze, how many dead ends you've had, how many times you fell down in energy, how much, you know, even how often you denied divinity. You've always made it back to the light, and because you need to be there for others, because it makes you strong, because you are strong. Alright, if you got this far, hit that like and subscribe and that notifications bell. Love to you guys. Blessings. Bye.